Get started.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي واجعل لي وزيرا من أهلي هارون أخي اشدد به أزري واشرك في أمري كي نسبحك كثيرا ونذكرك كثيرا إنك كنت بنا بصيرا. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين. We are studying chapter Najm, and we studied up to verse 8, including 8, and now we will start from 9, but we will see the connection between the verse 8 and 9. So the 8 said in Arabic, then he drew near and came close. Now, he is, it depends on your interpretation. Some people say angel, some people say Gabriel, some, doesn't matter, whatever he came. But we should refresh our mind that the subject was about the revelation of the speech of God to human beings. So we have to understand that, however, whatever the means was employed, used, you call it angel, you call whatever, it doesn't matter. The human beings, human capacity has received the speech of the absolute creator, absolute knowledge. That is really difficult to comprehend, but it doesn't make it impossible. But we cannot know the nature of essence of this event. It is impossible to know the essence of anything anyways, but we can guess what is the nature of revelation. We are here to understand what the nature of revelation is, what the revelation is all about, why God speaks, discloses to human beings. Why does he do that? Or do we really need God to speak to us and give us something, guidance or whatever, or what we need? These are open questions we have to question. Do we really need it? We have to question yourself and myself. Do I need guidance from my Creator for what? What am I going to do with it? We have to be open-minded and ask every sort of questions come to your mind. You can ask now even. But do I really need it? Well, I've got my job, let's say, or whatever I'm doing, and I'm doing well in my life, more or less, and my relationship with the people are okay. I am trying to be nice to people, to the environment, whatever. I am a really environment conscious man or person. What do I need anymore? Do we need something? Do we need something apart from this? The life is going okay. Let's say, yeah, somebody may have some troubles for something, maybe ill or getting old or trying to get married or find something appropriate. And okay, these are, but these are something else. Do we really need guidance? So tell me, or one of you, tell me that you need guidance about this point from something which knows the answer, and which can give me the guidance and how it can be possible for me to obtain the guidance and benefit from it, practice it. One example, start from one example. You don't need anything. So why do we say that? Don't you need anything?
Purpose.
Everybody's shy of saying something. I'm sure you have a lot, but yeah, do you need something?
Yeah.
Aren't you married? You got a job. Yeah, you have a somehow manageable income. What else do you want? Health is wise, is young. Yeah, why bother? Okay,
I said purpose.
sorry.
Purpose
Purpose for what?
of existence. I think it has everything to do with me.
It has everything to do with you. You are a strange person. Okay, let's talk about it. What do you need?
I think like ultimately meaning inside whatever it is that I guess is either expected of me or is expected of myself.
Expected of myself or expected of yourself and expected for your own sake.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, expected of yourself by whom? Your wife is next to you. What do you want? Tell her. What else?
I think, I mean, I could get in trouble for saying this, but um, ultimately, like those things are very short-lived. Um, not in the sense of like the number of years, but from a purposeful and meaningful type of existence. Like anyone can get married, or anyone can have a partner.
Meaningful existence. Don't don't you see that it is a beautiful word that is meaningful? Yeah.
Only if there's a purpose that I can recognize and fulfill, then yes.
For example, which kind of purpose are you looking for?
Well, the purpose that I'm looking for is to know each thing's individual purpose for my own existence, and then eventually fulfilling it.
For example, which
Uh,
still, are you clear about the purpose about this friend?
Yeah, I'm clear. I totally understand what he's saying. Because I feel the same way. Like, what's the purpose of my life? I ask myself
What is the
question.
purpose of your
Then I
life?
wonder what to do and what's the
So the
meaning of
purpose
all
of
of
your life, enjoy yourself.
that. I can enjoy myself, but not always I really enjoy
Do you
myself.
think more you need more than what you have now?
I would like to have a bit more, like
Such as
to be more
this.
successful in what I do, to be more successful in what I do, let's say.
So could you catch it?
to be more successful in what she does.
Successful in what?
Let's say if I want to be a painter, or if I want to be a writer, I want to be more successful, and I want to whatever I'm doing, I'm
Okay.
trying to fulfill that purpose, and that becomes
So
like, only there I found some sort of a understanding with it.
mm,
But before that, I didn't know what my
so
purpose.
can you not get guidance from somebody who is expert on this subject? For example, how to be more successful. I mean, you can go to an advisory counseling place and get the guidance, and you will
But
somehow straighten your way of life.
even when I'm doing this, I'm not even sure if that's the purpose, and then I get not sure what.
So purpose. The word is purpose, but purpose for what? I want to be clear about it. Purpose
Existing,
for what?
existing, being fulfilled, happy, I don't know, something like that.
Happy. Do you want to be happy? Yeah. So, in which sense do you want to be happy? For example, give us an example that I want to be happy about this. But let's be not personal, and we are not pushing anyone. Generally speaking, I want to. Who doesn't want to be happy? I don't want to be happy. I want to be a miserable person. So, you want to be happy about what?
I want to be happy. I want to be happy about the. It seems like there's some hypocrisies in life that confuse me, and I want to be happy. I think I'll be happy if I understand the hypocrisies that I see in my day-to-day life. So, for instance, I'm young right now, but I see people around me getting old.
Don't look at me.
But I want to stay young, for instance, and like I know that I
Are
won't be able
you?
to always do that. So for me, that's like okay, that's not
You
cool.
want to stay young.
Yeah,
Why?
because I enjoy it. It's nice.
Now that you like to be young. Well, so
That's just one hypocrisy.
He doesn't want to die. It sounds
I don't want to die. Yes, that's another big one.
it's a big one. You don't want to die.
No.
But do you want to be as old as I am and then crippled down and not to be able to stay and live until 500 years
No.
old?
No,
What do you want
I want to be alive and young all the time.
all the time?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you need any guidance for it? How can you be young? Let's put it in an open space. Forever?
Yes,
Yeah.
I want to be young forever.
No. Also, any guidance for it?
Sorry.
Any guidance? Do you need any guidance to fulfill this wish or this hope?
Yeah, I can't do it by myself.
You?
I'm not able to do that myself.
So,
no.
any guidance for it?
Uh, I'm not sure I'm following.
So, okay, look at yourself, everybody, look at yourself. You want to be young forever.
Yeah.
This is the desire in you, is it? So, where did you get this desire?
It's in me.
Sorry?
It's in me.
In you?
Yeah.
Who are you? So, somebody said, who are you? It's me. It's your body, your body, your body. In you. What do you mean by in you? Who are you? Don't show your body to me. That this is me. This is not you. This is your body. I am asking you the question. Who are you?
My consciousness.
Do you think you have something, including your body, does not really, everything do not really belong to you? Really? You cannot hold it?
Yeah, I can't hold my consciousness. I'm not sure where it is.
So you cannot hold it, you cannot keep it, can you?
No.
So, but you want to, I am a little bit getting into my own path of thinking. That is personal to me. You want to be happy forever,
Yeah.
but you don't know where did you get this feeling, the need. You are conscious of it, even you don't know you're conscious. Although you identify yourself with your conscious, although you don't know where it is even and what it is. Oh, okay.
That's fine.
Okay. You don't know even what it is, and it means you don't own it. If you don't own anything really perpetually, what does it mean? But the contradiction is our the usual life slogan. I think. Life is beautiful with contradictions. What do you mean by it? I have feelings that I should be eternally, forever happy. But I cannot hold even this thought and under my possession. It is not mine, but I have it. This contradiction, that's a beautiful contradiction. Human beings have feelings to have everything in a perfect form forever. Correct? In a perfect form forever. But even they don't know where this feeling is, and you cannot own it. You cannot get hold on it. But it is slipping away from your life. Everything, even yourself, your body, your feelings, your consciousness, everything is leaving you alone. But you don't want. But even we cannot describe who we are. Although we say, I like this, I don't like that, I want to be like this, I want to be happy forever. Even I don't know who I am. Do you understand who this one speaks that wants to be happy forever? Although I say I want, but who are you? I don't know. It's a beautiful contradiction. That contradiction looks like a puzzle needs to be solved. The main guidance we need to receive about this problem. I need everything in perfect form eternally. I cannot get hold on anything at all. What is this puzzling thing? It's bewildering something. So we need guidance about this. Any counselor in this world cannot guide me because he or she doesn't know even. Is that really, he or she is not really aware of this contradiction within himself. How he is going to give you guidance? The main problem, the human problem. So if I need guidance at all for anything, I need guidance for this. At least. I want to be, not only you, if it was possible, I would like to be young as well, but I cannot keep it. It cripples away, leaves me alone. Yes, gone already gone anyways. I cannot bring it back, the past, bring the past back. Every one of us will go through this journey of life, but at the end, somebody said, purpose for my life. Real purpose for your life is to find a way how you fulfill your desires, although those desires do not belong to you, but it is with you, and it is given to you. And how it is, these desires are urging you, forcing you, look for a solution. What, what shall I find it? What shall I find it? Where shall I find it? That's why I need guidance. I'm just fast forwarding. I need a guidance from the one who gave me existence within this contradiction. He gave me a transient, fleeting existence for me, for my being, but he also gave me a very strong desire to receive the perfect, happiest way of life, existence. I think the purpose of your life to fulfill this aim. But within this world, it doesn't seem to be possible at all. I'm just going through my own feelings. I'm sharing my own feelings. It doesn't seem to be possible by anything, not by money, status, anything which is going away. I cannot keep it, but a strong, thirsty desire is within me. I want it, but what shall I do? There are two ways: either fall into complete despair or find a way to get the most satisfactory way of such answering this contradiction and getting rid of this. So there is only one way to get an answer, guidance, how to solve this problem. There is only one way. If anybody finds another way, please let me know. I couldn't. The one way is only this puzzle can be solved by the one who established this puzzle. Who established this puzzle? We have to look for it. It means very simple. It means whoever created me can be the only one which can be the possible way of solving my puzzle problem. Very essential life problem. All the other problems are transient and temporary things. At the worst scenario, every problem that you are attributing to these life conditions will come to a certain definite end when you die. It is inevitable, correct? Definitely. When I die, every problem will disappear because most of the problems, not all, if we are not aware, all of the problems, if we are aware of our reality, most of the problems that we are encountering in this life is related to our bodily life in this world. And it is only effective until we die. After we die, I have nothing to do with it. No one in the grave is bothering about his poverty, richness, whatever, or wealth, or whatever the problems, that problem, maybe professional problems, or whatever it is. No one bothers anymore after death. But my consciousness looks for a solution which is valid, which is active forever. That's the need is in me. That is why we need guidance about this point. How can I become aware of the source that will give me guidance so that I will benefit from this guidance and then solve this puzzle while I am living within this unsolvable contradiction? Then get out of this contradiction. There are only two ways for us. Either we will always suffer from despair because the past is gone. Can you get it? Can you get hold on it at all? Tomorrow, yesterday, pardon. Yesterday, can you get back? But only the memories remain with you. Only the memories, experiences. And these experiences, there are another two ways. If there were bad experiences, okay, I am solved this, I will never have again, hopefully, expectations again. Or the good experiences, it is very interesting. Good experiences left you behind. You feel that if only they were with you, but they are not with you. Another source of despair. So good experiences seem to be very pleasurous, but in reality, as time passes, as they fall into the past, they remain with you with the yearning for it and despair for losing those moments. Only pain remains with you, gone. So I was young once upon a time, a century ago, and now, where is it? I lost it. I lost it. Yeah. When you lose, for example, it is very simple example. I use this example frequently, so those who might have heard of it, please forgive me. If you lose your purse, your wallet, which has $2 in it, how much pain you have about it? $2? Okay. Yeah. If you have a wallet which has 2 million in it, lose it. What happens? hit, your, hit yourself. Greater the value you have about this world, greater the pain you suffer as it passes. Can you stop time? Can you bring past back? Impossible. We have to realize this desperate situation, human situation. Or if you really define yourself on a realistic base, which is what? Realistic base. I must admit, I cannot own my body. I can't own my feelings. I can't claim anything about my hopes. The future is not under my guarantee. Can you guarantee your future? Now, past is lost anyways. We cannot get it back. I mean, it is already lost. How about the future that we have lots of expectations, objectives, projects for the future? Can you guarantee? Who can guarantee anything for tomorrow? Hmm? Who can guarantee? I can. So you say, I'm going to have a job. Okay, have a job. Can you guarantee that it will last with you as much as you desire it to be with you? You know that after a certain time, you will become a retired person and no one will listen to you anymore. Again, another despair. The bigger your projects are for the future, the bigger, the heavier the pain you have because you cannot guarantee it. You are aware of it. Which kind of creation we have? So it is so mysterious, so wonderful. We can only ask the one who gave us this contradictory situation, contradicting situation, which I have eternal, I need eternal happiness, but everything is eternally leaving me alone. I can. That is the contradiction. So whoever created me within this contradiction may help me solve it. That's what we need guidance about. Do you agree with me or not? Whoever created me, if someone says, I am the product of nature, all right, nature must provide the answer. Do you think? Nature is what? The universe. The, the universe, how it works, the order of the universe. Okay, provide it. Provide the answer to me. Says, no, I am going to kill you. It's my hope. Got everything. Nadia. Password. Oh, why did I miss it? No, it just well. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I should eat from time to time. No.
Yeah.
So that is what another contradiction follows this human desperate position or detriment, human detriment. Am I pronouncing that? Detriment, detriment, detriment. Another problem. I cannot find my creator here. But nature needs to be, itself needs to be created. It cannot act freely. It is slave of certain rules which are established on them, and they are definitely bound to follow them. Is there anything fear of the order of the universe? Anything? Free that I don't care about the order of the universe. I do whatever I want. Anything, the stars, the galaxies, the atoms, the molecules, whatever you call it. Even human beings, can you do anything out of the order of the universe? Anybody? Think about it. We are bound by like everything else, by the order of the universe. It means whoever or whatever established this order of the universe is, how do you say, taking sway of all the things in the universe, everything, including human feelings, human expectations. Correct? We are bound to follow it. For example, can you desire something despite your reality? You find yourself that I want to be eternally happy. Can you deny it? It is with you. Your tongue says, but how do they say? What do they say usually? If only it was true, it would be lovely, but it is not. But it is reality is lovely to be eternally happy. So you cannot really get out of your reality. We are bound, if you like. We are bound within the way that we are created. No way out of it. Impossible. So who is treating us in this way? What is treating us in this way? There is only one solution, one answer. If you find an answer, the one who gave me existence. First of all, although it is full of contradictions, do you see that our existence is somehow consciously arranged, even in a problematic way? Consciously arranged, not accidentally arranged. I give the example of, for example, can you see that your nails are growing accidentally? Even your nails, your hair, I don't know. Whatever you think, accidental. Is there any event happening accidentally? Out of order? Following the order. It means whether we accept it or not, we have to follow something big, beyond our limits. We cannot get control over it. Something beyond our limits, we have to follow. Something not within our grasp, we have to follow something else. What is this? This is a really wonderful way of experiencing the world. Perfect way of experiencing the world. And it is very realistically humiliating. It means I cannot claim about anything. But it is perfectly okay for a human being to admit that we cannot own ourselves. We cannot own our feelings, nothing at all. So we have to ask for solution. But the source of solution cannot be found within the universe. There is only one option. Whoever has given existence to the universe, he is holding the control. So there is only one uh, refuge, place of refuge, the creator of the universe. Whoever it is, whatever the name you put on it, I don't care. You don't have to say God, whatever you like, but the creator of the universe. But the creator of the universe. And we have to expect a guidance from him to solve this human problem. It's a very essential problem. If you look for an answer, for a solution from any other, I don't know, what can you think about? I can't. Apart from the one who gave existence to this universe in a conscious way, because the universe is consciously arranged. Even the contradictions are consciously put. By the way, when the Quran says, we have created you to pairs, in pairs. Yeah, zawjayn. That means this. Not wife and husband, come on. It is obvious. But you don't need your creator to give you guidance, saying that we have created women and men as a zawj, and zawj means pair. It is obvious. Everybody does it. Even the atheists do it. They are very aware of it. They share their life with another person. So we have to learn how to read the guidance anyway. So this guidance, we have to benefit from it. But we have to learn it, that it is the guidance that I am expecting from the source of existence, from the creator of this universe. This guidance is not about something that I can discover within my own experiential world. I don't need to tell me how to get a profession. I know best. There are experts, advisors about it. You can go and they give you how to prepare yourself for an interview, etc. But this contradiction, no one can solve in this universe. No one can give me any guidance within this universe. That's why I am expecting something very big, huge. The source of creator must provide me with the answer that I cannot solve it by myself and by anyone else, anything else within the universe. How can I get it? That is the chapter that we are studying now, is about this connection, this relationship, in order to get the guidance from the one who is the creator of the universe, and me here, a little being, very small, minute being in the universe, but with huge capacity. With huge capacity. You know, that was interesting and strange. They said, I mean, not newly, no, but quite newly, it is about, it came out during the 20th century, just never, I don't know, maybe 40 years ago, that universe is the result of an explosion of one smallest thing, smaller than atom, and it became like this. I understand this as that is the description of human being. Huh? Human beings are smaller than the thing in the universe. It's smaller than atom. Compared to universe, nothing. So smaller than atom, but we are something. But compared to it, it's incomparable at all. So, but what I have been given with the potentiality which is more powerful, uh, more capacity, which is full of capacity, I would say, charged with capacity more than the first atom of the universe, which exploded. They say, it is just a theory, but they say, I say, this is human, not body, side that we cannot even know what it is. They are called, among the popular human soul, encompasses the universe, and not only the universe, not only the universe, goes beyond the capacity of the universe. Because I want eternal happiness. There is no eternity within the universe. And there is no happiness within the universe. If I am stuck within the confinement of the universe, if I am within the universe, encompassed, then I cannot fulfill my expectations of eternal happiness. Impossible. So I am bigger than the beginning of this universe. It means every human being is given a potentiality much more than what this universe has. We have to know how valuable, how precious we are. But of course, we cannot claim the ownership of it. I'm given. The problem is who gave it to me, and this one must speak to me, but this one is going to give a guidance that I can understand to answer my questions that I cannot find within the limits of this universe. But I have the questions. This strange situation forces me to look for the guidance from the Creator, but the problem is the Creator of the universe is not within the capacity of the universe. It is the Creator of the universe. And I have been given a capacity which receives this message, this guidance, and can apply it if I want to apply it in order to satisfy the human needs, which goes beyond the limits of this universe. It's a huge relationship coming from an absolute being to a minute particle and growing into larger than the universe size. What is this? It is so interesting to me. Because if I receive the guidance, this understanding, and my expectations of satisfaction, which goes beyond the limits of the universe into eternity, and these expectations will be fulfilled by this guidance. That's why it is the greatest event in the world that the Creator of this universe speaks to human beings in order to give guidance to solve this problem. Not the problem that where am I going to get the best deal of the laptop. I'm looking at it. So no, David, you can learn it from a business company. No, but this is the biggest problem that we have. But unfortunately, we divert the direction of this problem into this world, but we don't know that any expectations to be fulfilled in the universe has a dead end. Dead end. Isn't that interesting? So it doesn't mean that we shouldn't have. No. We have it, but we have to know the value of it. Yeah, I'm going to use only once. For example, renting a house or hiring a car. Yeah, I'm going to go from destination A to destination B, and I'm going to hire a car for it and get into the car. While we are going to destination B, the car is valuable. But after you receive your destination, what do you do with the car? Return it back. Yeah, that's it. That's why our car is our body, and body needs are only until we reach the destination, which is last breath we have in this world, and we don't know where it is. So we are living on rental property. So that it is not really reliable. And if something happens, you say, okay, the owner will take care of it, insurance company, whatever it is, will take care of it. Of course, we have to look after it, but we should be conscious that it is a temporary problem. Yeah, I have to work for it, but I shouldn't make a great deal out of it. It is not worth it. But I have to take care of it until I drive. For example, if you are driving a rental property, a rental car, but are you going to be not careful? Of course you will. I will. You will be careful. But to take care of it, not to get into an accident. If it needs gas, put some gas into its tank. And if it needs some sort of other maintenance, take care of it. But never forget that it is until you receive the destination. And afterwards, you will leave it behind. Whatever you have, the best car, the worst car, doesn't matter as long as it takes you to the destination. You are ill, you are happy, doesn't matter, really. But take care of it, but don't worry about it. The most important case is to satisfy your need for eternal happiness. That's why the Creator must talk about this problem. Unfortunately, we may not be aware while we are reading whatever the source claims to be the divine inspiration, revelation. We read it for this purpose of the world, not in order to solve our human problems. That is what we are trying to learn in this class, how to read and benefit from the revelation. That's why we need some guidance. This guidance, he says, ثُمَّ دَنَّا فَتَدَلَّى. Well, we have been going through the stages of this revelation. Now at the 8th stage, then drew near and came close. Tadalla, coming down. From absolute being to minutest particle in the world, but full of energy, so that it will explode into infinity. Oh man, I have to be very careful to get it. So what is needed here at this stage? It's very important. This absolute being should speak to me within my capacity. But I'm a very tiny being, but at the same time, my capacity is infinite because my desires go into infinity. Correct? If you know who you are. But if you define yourself as a being in this world, then we live here and exist until you die, and then afterwards you disappear, no, you have no problem, don't worry. So you always reduce your life to nothing, because when you die, you become nothing. So, did you mean, my friend here, I don't want to use the name, so did you mean your purpose to fulfill this need? This is your purpose?
Yeah,
Should be.
yeah, I think similar to what you're saying that you're kind of putting the purpose of the soul as whatever you've been explaining so far. Yeah.
So the one who created me with this potentiality, almost endless potentiality, which is called in the religious language or scriptural language, ruh, spirit, human soul. Yeah. This creator of the universe, this absolute being, I cannot describe how big it is. I cannot compare it with the universe. No. absolute being, is speaking to this tiniest creature, but he is the creator of this tiniest creature in the world, in this universe, and he knows his potentiality. That is, they are coming equal now, almost, right? How? It is very interesting. The one who created me with this immense and infinite capacity, he is infinite, speaking to human being in order to answer and satisfy the need of this immense capacity within the tiniest being like you and me. Look at this. If you like balance, if you like, so we should listen to the one who speaks like this in a way that I can get the message, guidance to satisfy my infinite energy, expectations. All the expectations go into infinity. No one can say that I will be ever young and happy within this universe. It is impossible anytime. If it was possible, I will like to extend it as much as possible. I want to be young, please. I want to be young, please. 1,000,000 years. I want to be young. At the end of 1 year, 1,000,000 years, what happens? Never forget, this is the cheating that the people speak. What am I going to do after 150 years of age? It's better to go into nothingness. No, no, no. If you are young for 150 years, when the time comes, still you are young, like this gentleman, just a friend, enjoying his youth, and 150 years later, somebody comes tell that that's enough now. Let me execute you. Would you accept it? At the end.
Well, no.
No. Can I have another 150 years? 150 years. Yeah. Is it possible? If it is possible, you will say, yes, I want this option. 1,000,000 still at the end of the 1,000,000, you will still the same thing. It means we have to recognize who we are. We have to recognize who we are. Our potentiality is endless. Know your value. Listen again. You should remind. Coming up? Okay. So, we have to know who we are. We have to know how precious we are. And also, we have to know how wasteful we are. Using all these feelings to add 40 years in this world and coming to an end, struggling for it, as if it is going to happen forever. But we all know, definitely, we all know, we are conscious of it, that all the things that I am struggling for, deep down, everybody acknowledges that it is temporary and I will leave it behind anyways. Yeah. Even whole New York is yours. What will you do with it? How much you will enjoy it? When you get old, your children pray to God that if only this man goes to grave, I can inherit it. So even your the most loyal child will desire from inside to inherit it so that you will die, that he will inherit. Be realistic. Be realistic. You and me. I don't know, not only you. What trick do you do, man, here? You do a trick and it comes back.
It's password.
Password, I see. Okay. Isn't that true? Isn't that true? It is the reality of life is here. But if we spend all our energy for these petty desires, spirit desires. It doesn't mean that we shouldn't take care of them. No, we shouldn't use our human energy, I'm calling it, the soul, expectations of the soul, for this purpose. These are just to fulfill the need of our my body. Yeah, for this world, entertain it, that's it. But to fulfill the need of my spirit, my potential energy, which is larger, bigger, and beyond the limits of this universe, I have to take it in balance. This deserves, let's say, $1. The other one deserves endless dollars. So, do I spend all my life on $1 or endless dollars? Which one? That's why we have to seek for the guidance, whatever it is. From where? If you cannot find it, you have to go to Tibet or whatever you want to go, Japan or somewhere. It is worth it. The other is a temporary thing, rental property. You are going to leave. It's not yours. You have to look for something which will remain with you. That's why this revelation must come to me, but I am a tiny being. The revelation is coming from the absolute source in order to satisfy your infinite human desires. If you take it for your tiny worldly being, what happens? The revelation doesn't make sense to you. Right? That's why people say that I read the Quran. I couldn't find anything in it interesting, really. Just he's telling the stories of other people or the historical nations or historical people. And some figures, I don't know who they are, they received the revelation within the confinements of this worldly being, this life. Of course, it wouldn't make any sense because it is the word of the creator of your energy, absolute, infinite energy, your spirit. He will speak to your spirit. You have to open it. So, what it does now, the absolute being comes down, gets nearer to your capacity, and inspires you. Now, until we are going to the verse 9 now, follow from there, until he was to bow length, it is the classical measurement, simple measurement, or even closer. Bow, yeah, bow, okay? The archer, what does it do? Pulls it, pulls it, pulls it, pulls it, pulls it. Let's say this unbreakable ball, okay? Pulls it, pulls it, pulls it, pulls it, pulls it. It means to bow, one side of the bow is absolute being speaking to you. The other side of the bow is tiniest being in this universe, you, and full of energy, coming closer to another. How? By consciousness, not materially. Being aware of how can you, it is possible only if you realize your potential capacity. It can get closer. The more you are aware, now be careful here, the more you are aware that your capacity goes into infinity, the more comfortable you can exist. The infinite speech of the Creator has infinite meaning in it. If only makes sense to you, it makes sense to you if only you expose your real human side, your spirit. It means the more you become aware of your reality, two bow ends come closer and closer, closer to it. Do you understand this metaphor of the Quran? It's beautiful. Yeah. Don't get lost into this historical story-like uh, interpretations of this beautiful chapter, making it into a ridiculous thing. Yeah, they call it. Anyway, there is no need to criticize others. So we have to be aware that two bow ends is like this. I don't know how to coming together. It means this is always endless. The absolute creator is always endless, infinite. But how can I get most of it? I have to open up my um, lens of my camera of my spirit, so it gets widens. It receives more light, more. So it depends on me how much I can benefit from guidance. But it is not very difficult because it is within your capacity. What is this? It's very simple. Discover yourself, what you want. It's very simple. Look at yourself. The more you open, the more you become aware of your reality, the better reception power you have. Because the source of guidance is the absolute creator. Don't worry about it. Worry about yourself. Open yourself. It means realize, reflect on yourself, who you are in this world. Thank you. Keep it shut. So, until he was two bow lengths away, or even more closer. It depends on your realization. This verse is interpreted in classical way, representing and symbolizing the essential mirage of the prophet. What does it mean? The, the prophet is expected to be aware of his potential reality and experience it densely, reflect on it, become aware of it, so he will receive the message in fullest sense as possible, humanly possible, as a created being. Not absolutely possible, but the more you realize who you are, the better receptor you will have in your capacity. Do you understand? Is there any problem? Even if you can interpret it alongside the classical interpretations, which is used this chapter Najm, as description of Miraj, yeah, it will be your Miraj. It will be your ascension. But how are you going to fulfill it? Somebody else's ascension is nothing to do with you. Even the prophet is ascension. So what? What shall I do? He has been taken away to the up level, we will see it. So the highest level, okay, so what shall I do? He was a great man, okay, what shall I do? Okay? Somebody else's ascension is not your concern. You have to have your own ascension. So that's your life story here. That's why the creator is telling you. Creator is not telling you the story of somebody else. Creator is speaking to you. Why? To admire the one who went to the ascension. Do you admire that? So what? Which kind of problems you solved? Do you understand? Don't externalize the speech of your creator. Internalize it. Get it for yourself. Get it for yourself. It is beautiful. And it becomes beautiful if you really are aware of it. Now, did you understand this? To sorry?
I don't.
Two, two bow lengths away, getting closer. But in fact, look at the analogy. Look at this analogy. In fact, the edge of the ball is separated, but at the bottom is connected. Think about the ball. Yeah, at the bottom it's connected, but the edges are separated. So it doesn't mean that you see this, yeah, like this. Here is the connected, but here is not at the end. But as the source of existence of my being and the source of existence of guidance is from the same source, connected. No problem. Yeah? It means the one who created you with an infinite need is speaking to you to answer or to satisfy this infinite need. But the same source. I don't expect any source which will give a guidance if it doesn't know me or if it is not the source of my existence. Do you understand? That's why, in order to get answer to my human needs, I cannot get guidance from another man. Because he needs a guidance as well. He's as poor as I am. What shall I do? So I need money and I'm asking for someone who doesn't have any money. So why should I beg? It's just a waste of time and energy. So, sorry. Did you want to say something?
I have a question. So, if I may, taking from your comments so far, you're highlighting that Surah Najm is not just about the
From?
prophets.
Sorry, from?
Surah Najm is not just from.
Sorry, to?
So he's saying Surah Najm is not just
I said
from.
Najm.
Right.
But no, chapter Najm is the name of the chapter.
Right.
We have nothing to do with Najm. Yeah.
You're highlighting that this is not only a matter of the prophet on his ascension, but anyone of our ascensions or our transcendence into something that we have not realized. Is that correct?
That's what we are trying to become aware of it. Thank you. We are trying to become aware of it. Did I understand this, gentleman? Thank you. So it's not a question. It is a beautiful comment. Thank you. Welcome. So what we're saying. So the source is the same. Don't worry. My creator is expected to answer me. That's what I said. Free reflection, thought. If my creator is nature, nature must provide me with answer. If my creator is my DNA must provide me with the answer to my human needs. Do you understand? Simple reasoning. So ask your DNA, give me guidance, and I'm looking for eternal happiness. Where shall I find it? How can I find it? Okay. DNA say, I am the source of this question, and I'm looking for the answer as well as you are looking for it. So nature is ridiculous, dumb, deaf, blind nature. I say that I love a very simple analogy used in the Quran. I think mentioned maybe at least twice, but during the years, you may not be here. So this description of the Quran is, look, you think that something of this universe is the source of your satisfaction, okay? For example, the description is the Quranic descriptions, Quranic examples are extremely simple. No excuse that I couldn't understand. Everybody, you may be the most illiterate man in the world. You can still understand. What is that? This description. Look at how beautiful, simple. The more simple, the better to understand and more powerful. Do you think that you are thirsty and you drink water and water satisfies you? Okay. lying in a bed or sitting here, you don't go for a help. And water is running here, just in the description of the Quran, in front of your just lips here. And you are dying of thirst. God says, your creator says, or to me, I'm speaking on my behalf. Ali, ask water to satisfy you. Water is running here. Yep. Running here. Water, please, come into my room. If you beg for it, that's my interpretation, for 1,000,000 years, wallahi, it doesn't come. What does it mean? The beautiful, simple example given in the Quran. What does it mean? It means it's not the water satisfying you. Become aware of it. Yeah? Don't be simple minded. Become aware. But instead of, as the Quran says, they expect from their idols. What does it mean? For example, if I see that the water is satisfying my need, it is my idol. Yeah? Because it is the source of pleasure. So they expect from their idol the help they need. But it is the description in the Quran again. But if you look at them really, their idols are expecting their help. Yeah, it is the واتخذوا من دون الله آلهة لعلهم ينصرون لا يستطيعون نصرهم وهم لهم, come on, when I think it doesn't come, وهم لهم ينصرون, I think. Is it? Oh, come on. The last page of chapter Yasin, 36. Chapter 36. So, وهم لهم ينصرون. They are giving help. For example, if the water is running here, you beg water to come to your mouth, it doesn't. But it helps your need. How? Put your hand and direct it towards you. It needs your help. That's the description of idol in the Quran. It needs your help. Right? You think that the tree is feeding you with the fruit? Yeah? But in fact, tree needs you to take care of it. Tree needs you to plant it. Tree needs you to water it. You understand? Tree needs the atmosphere or the climate to have the right climate for it to grow. It is in need of it. How can you say that the tree is feeding me? You may think that your mother is taking care of you. Your father is feeding you. Your father needs to be taken care of. He is in need of the food as you are. So, did you find it? No, yeah. Okay.
Would you see the verse again from the beginning?
30, to the last page of chapter 36. Yasin, sorry?
Yasin, right?
Yasin. واتخذوا من دون الله آلهة لعلهم ينصرون لا يستطيعون نصرهم وهم لهم جند محضرون. They are the protectors of it. They need you. So anything, not necessarily the idol. Come on, don't be simplistic. Either the statue or a symbol down there. No. Everything we think that is the source of satisfaction for me is my idol. And it needs my care to protect itself, to survive. So that is very simple. If you listen to the revelation with your soul, with your energy, with your human side, it speaks to you. If you listen to the revelation with your ear and analyze it within the conditions of this universe, your life, it becomes, dead, if you like, meaningless. So that's it. Any more, any question or something? The source is the same. The source wise, they are connected, but here we are created beings. Here the creator is, he is the absolute being. Now, absolute being is coming down, drawing near, verse 8, coming closer to me, but I can perceive it, I can benefit it as much as I can open my human side, my gate, human's gate. Do you understand? So the more I realize my reality, the more I benefit from the absolute speech of the Creator. Right? Is it so simple, isn't it? So this description is a beautiful description. You can apply it in to any part of your life story, anytime, because it's endless. You can interpret it according to the life conditions that you are experiencing. Okay, now come here. فأوحى إلى عبده ما أوحى. So, so he revealed to his abd. I, I have made up this worshiper, the one who is aware of his creator and connects his existence to him. That is abd-mabud relationship. It means me, the created being, you, the creator, I acknowledge you as the source of my existence. That is called abd. And ubudiyya comes from it. It means this relationship, creator and the created. The more I realize my createdness, the more I realize my creator. You cannot realize your creator by externalizing it. It means creator is up there, the universe, I am here. Now you cannot have a connection. Now, what do you have to do? I have to realize my createdness. Anything, for example, do you want to be happy in your life? Yeah. Your desire for happiness is created. Realize it. You want to have this? You don't want to be harmed? Your desire not to be harmed is created. That is the first thing which is required of you. Become aware of it. So the more you become aware of your reality which is created, the more you become aware who your creator is. If you identify yourself with your body only, what do you say? This body is created by my creator, which is correct. But your creator becomes your tiny body in the universe. You know how the universe is huge. You cannot imagine. The closest stars that we see at night now in New York, forget about it, but go out of the city of New York, you can see some stars, they are millions of years away. Millions of years away. You can imagine this nothing, even in one galaxy. There are billions of, trillions of galaxies in the universe, and who you are. You reduce the creator to have created your body. Can you imagine this? How insulting it is? How insulting it is the creator to say that created, you identifying yourself as body. The materialist people do that. They reduce themselves to the tiniest lump of meat in the world. How ridiculous a human being can become in this age. So we have to understand that the more we realize our reality, the revelation comes to me through my ubudiyah, abd. It means worshipping. Worshipping means what? Go back. Worshipping means establishing a relationship between your createdness and your creator, which is absolute. And how are you going to compromise both of them? There's only one way: to realize your infinite energy, which is from Him. So you realize that at the bottom in existence, you have the same creator of the universe, and your human potentiality is created by the same universe, by the same creator, and he is speaking to your energy side, soul, your human side, which goes beyond the limits of this universe. Can you imagine? So you can have this revelation only possible as much as you have this worshiping relationship, acknowledging your source, who you are, who He is, who you are. But that's only one way to understand who He is. The one way, as much as you understand yourself, who you are. Yeah. من عرف نفسه فقد عرف ربه. It means whoever knows who you are, that much he becomes aware of his Lord, his owner. That is the relationship. That is ubudiyah. That is worshipping relationship. Worshipping is don't make this worshipping in a material form. No, even you pray, even you fast, even whatever you do, yeah, this must be with the consciousness of worshipping relationship. Your realization, your acknowledgement of your reality. You are expressing it to your creator, saying that all these that I have are from you. That is worship. Do it physically, do it verbally as well, do it consciously, do it emotionally. Both. You are body, you are reasoning, consciousness, you are emotions, you are, all of you, you are. You have to worship with wholeheartedly, all together. That's why you have to bow physically. You have to go and prostrate physically, because you have a physical existence as well. So you have to be conscious of it, because you have mind. You understand what you are doing, what it means, and you have feelings. Feel in the presence of Him. It's acknowledging yourself, opening up yourself. That is worship. While you are not praying, still consciousness, awareness is your worship. But awareness comes from where? Oh, begins from yourself, being aware of your reality. And then, as much as you become aware of your reality, you become aware of the reality of your creator, because you cannot own it. You cannot attribute your reality to any part of the universe. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. I really love it, and it makes my life meaningful. So read this verse now. فأوحى إلى ربه إلى عبده ما أوحى. Whatever he revealed to his worshipper. It means the one who is conscious of him. As much as you are conscious of him, you will receive it. That's why what he revealed, ma awha, it means you cannot grasp the absolute altogether, but you can grasp as much as your consciousness of your worshipful position. Do you understand? As much as you are aware of your worshipper, worshiper's position, it means worshiping position in this world, then you will get it. That's why the verse doesn't open it up completely. No. How we keep saying that the meaning of Quran is endless. That is just idiotic language. The meaning of the Quran can only reveal to you as much as you become aware of yourself. Now, if you become aware of yourself in an absolute sense, yes, is it possible? So that is why the restriction is here. So he revealed his worshipper what he revealed. It means there is a limit, not absolutely. Why? Who puts the limit? Does God put the limit? Who will answer this question? Simple. Sorry? You put the limit yourself. Yeah. For example, if the professor in class teaches you something, yeah, how much you understand, as much as you are aware of what he's saying. Yeah. That's what you understand. It means you understand according to your capacity, according to your attention, according to your awareness, according to your need. You. Right? So that is what the word is. The reality of revelation is also there.
But, in the way that I find myself created, in my createdness,
Mhm.
by definition of having been created,
Mhm.
I'm not an absolute being.
Mhm.
Thus, my understanding can never reach the absolute because I am
Not
created.
the absolute.
Yeah, I mean,
But your desire opens to infinity, but you are not absolute.
so it's not necessarily my doing that I'm not absolute. It's just the way I find myself.
Okay, but what this verse says, correct, but what this verse says now, revelation is endless, but you put the limit according to your capacity within your createdness. But this capacity is not from the createdness, it's based on createdness, but worshiping relationship. Worshiping relationship is what? Acknowledging it. Acknowledging who you are, not acknowledging God, because it's absolute. You cannot really conceive it, perceive it, but you can become aware of his reality as much as you can become aware of, you become aware of your reality. You are the createdness. This is the worshipful relationship. That's why revelation or the guidance speaks to you, guides you as much as now you realize your need for guidance. As much as you realize your need for guidance. What do you want to be guided? Yeah. If you say, for example, how I want to be guidance from you, how to use the computer, I go to you. No, it is difficult to speak without a name because it's the public now. So I don't want to speak name. So that's it. If I identify myself with this need, I need you, not my creator. Yeah. If I identify myself, for example, with a need that how can I find the best food, for example? I need the city guide, let's say, a guide employed by the city, okay, or a book, guidebook. It gives the descriptions and the addresses of the restaurants, etc. Right? I don't need my creator because it's not a worshipful relationship. So the speech speaks to the worshiper. We understood that the one who established a conscious relationship between himself and the creator. So, shall we go into another verse? Okay. Oops. No. Go back. Now, I think the verse 10 is okay. Yeah? Okay. 11. But we are not going to study. The time is really up. The heart didn't falsify what it saw. It's a beauty. I love this chapter. Everything is beautiful, but this is very, very figurative, full of meaning, but small, small sentences in the shortest way. So you can really get deep into it. It's beautiful. But we have to reflect seriously, reflect on ourselves. Inshallah. Thank you very much. So, inshallah, we will continue from the verse 11. السلام عليكم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم وآخر دعواهم أن الحمد لله رب العالمين بحرمة سورة الفاتحة.
Saturday is gonna be here.
Sorry?
Saturday.
Saturday? Yes. Inshallah. Here or 465 or here. But we are around on the fourth floor, inshallah. And next month, inshallah.